So, Zion, no self-esteem, high self-esteem. What is self-esteem?
Self-esteem is independent. Every other thing is supposed to attract your identity. That's why there's some certain person that you cannot date. Even when jail come and tell you that that's your wife.
Those people that you settle down for, quote unquote. Exactly.
Oh
That's why
my
the people
God.
that are going to show you the worst in life.
And
The reason is that
you don't have to apologize when it comes to your identity, who you associate yourself with, who you don't want to be with anymore. Because, no offense, you can't do CC for me on the road. I will no answer.
what if they call you fine girl?
There was something I was telling my younger sister on her birthday. I want you to have an esteem that is so strong that not a simple compliment can get you to fall in love. There was a point in my life where I didn't have a single mirror in my house, even glass window.
Because you don't want to look at
I
yourself.
don't want to see myself.
This is where I'm going. This is exactly. Thank God, boy. It takes too low self-esteem people to create a disaster. And I will tell you why. Last week, I think I promised all of you that we are going to talk about low self-esteem today. I don't know whether this is a really big problem or not, but I think my co-host here, she's an expert on the subject matter. She went to Harvard, Columbia, and recently University of Ibadan
Woo!
to study low and high self-esteem.
I hate you.
And now it's impact model relationship. Give it up. A round of applause for no other person. Zion. Should I call it Jobs or
No.
Josephine?
Leave that one.
Okay.
It's okay.
Zion Josephine.
Why?
Until our husband claim her. So Zion, low self-esteem, high self-esteem. What is self-esteem in the first place?
I think that's a beautiful place to start. Self-esteem is basically how you see yourself.
Really? That
Yeah.
one?
It's a perception.
Egbo, you people that have ChatGPT, check. Because I know that most of you cannot think.
True. Check ChatGPT.
Check.
What is
There's this
esteem?
thing I noticed about speakers and audience.
Yeah.
When I was in secondary school, I was in maybe SS2 or SS1.
Okay.
And then there's this, my class, they prefer that I be the speaker. Anytime we're having inter-level debates or inter-class debate or whatever they call it. And my class prefer that I be the speaker. So they will wait for me even though I come late to the assembly or something. So I came late to this assembly and the next thing on our agenda is this debate in that and they say military government is better than
Civilian government
or something. So I rushed to the stage and I started dividing military government. What are military government?
What
Because
did you say?
militants in uniform. God.
As how?
Militants in uniform.
As how?
I'm going somewhere. So the guy that was competing with me from science classes came on stage, roasted me.
He has to.
Roasted the hell out of me.
That's
Like,
a
he was
literal point. If it no roast to his dog,
You're like militants are anti-government
literally.
agents. There are people that carry harm against the existing government. They are not military government. That if I'm talking about Kakitomobo's crazy. What do you mean by Kakitomobo crazy? This guy was just giving me terms, and these are correct terms, right? That okay, if a militant is in government, it's another thing entirely. It's thuggery, it's daylight terrorism or whatever.
Militants are basically all these ISIS, Boko Haram.
So when I went back there, I tried to hold my ground. We came second or so.
You should lose.
Whatever.
Come on to me, militant.
I tried to refract. So sometimes when I'm looking at definition like this, I love to look into the details. Because I often say this, that more often than not, our problem is definitional, not functional.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we have a functional reality that lacks the definitional grounding of what we are talking about.
True.
And such.
And you live in that reality.
Yeah.
Which is always wrong.
Which is always wrong.
Yes.
Because you don't have
the
definition of what's going on.
Yeah.
You understand? For instance, I think Pastor Nene made a video this week out of 100 days of DOD, and he was talking about what's it called? That most people don't know what it means to be born again, what it means to give their life to Christ. They talk it by works. They talk it by you used to have an addiction, you used to work in sex industry or something, and all of a sudden you stop doing that. That means you are born again now. I know that the essence, the definition of being born again is accepting the death of Christ as a sole price for your salvation. Understanding that the death and the resurrection of Christ is enough and sufficient for your salvation. And
Preach,
admitting
Pastor.
Christ,
I said preach.
and admitting Christ as your personal Lord and Savior. You get as a personal Lord and Savior as such.
Savior.
Now, based on that action, that your blood is not enough, your acts is not enough, your works is not enough. You, of course, you have to continue to work the work of faith, but you are admitting that is the bedrock of your salvation. And I look at that and say, okay, most people don't do actually get that too. Yeah, from a definite point of view. And that's why I want us to go back to that definition and be like, okay, what do sources of knowledge have to say about what self-esteem is?
Okay, so this is what ChatGPT has to say. Self-esteem is basically how you see and value yourself. It is the inner voice that says, I'm capable, I matter, I'm enough, or the opposite, depending on where you're at. It's not just confidence in skills, but it's about self-worth. Believing that you deserve respect, love, and good things without having to prove it all the time.
Without having to prove it all the time.
Yes.
That part, I don't know whether I agree with it.
Basically, I think I understand what ChatGPT it sounds like
what the definition is trying to do.
Yeah, because it's an identity. It's a being, being, not it's not something that you do. It's something that you are. If I ask you, who are you? I am this.
I think what that idea is trying to say is that I'm worth something. Right? And my mentor do say
but you
this.
Look at he said, I am first. I am.
Yeah.
I am a state.
Yeah, there's a state. There's a recognizing something.
Yeah.
And I think without even the community of men recognizing that there's a self and there's a esteem, we will not be having most of the right that we have. Right to life, right, freedom of thought, freedom of association, all of these things. Especially right to life, right? Because the I am is worth something. That's why we think nobody should terminate it, right? So I think that's the basic level. That's like understanding that you are worth life, you are worth living, you are worth, So the general idea of self-esteem I'm getting is that you come into an awareness that you are an entity that is worthy of love.
That's why suicide is a crime.
That's why suicide is.
Yes, you can't take your own life. Yeah.
Because you are worth something to even to the government.
Yes.
If you think you are not worth something to yourself, you are worth something to the government, and governments, don't want somebody or something to terminate that thing that you are worth.
One person removed the number of people that and the allowances that were entered.
And now you are a tax paying.
You need.
We need your tax.
We need you.
We need your tax. So don't kill yourself. So now let's now go into the more nuanced part of it, which is like in relation to relationships, right?
Yeah.
Self-esteem. How does me coming to an awareness of who I am affect my relationship? But before we go there, right? If I recognize myself, for instance, as a lawyer, as a doctor or whatever, and maybe as a lawyer and they disbar me or whatever, should that affect myself? What? Should that affect my self-esteem?
Should it affect your self-esteem?
Yeah.
Honestly.
Or my self-esteem is.
It's not supposed to be hinged on what you do.
You sure?
Yes. And that's the thing. And that's where it comes. That's why in relation to everything, your self-esteem is independent. Every other thing is supposed to attract your identity, who you truly are. That's why there's some, I'm getting ahead of myself, but there are some certain persons that you cannot date. Whether, if we in jail come and tell you that that's your wife.
Oh, that's true. For me, for me,
just, that's what I'm saying. Like
for me, I've been complaining about when you fail. I don't know if you are following my video, you know. Why you expect me to step out of the vehicle and go and get you at 7?
Hey,
for crying out loud, with my own money.
You people should.
Don't let us even go there. You're pressing my trigger.
Oh, Jim.
She's pressing my trigger.
What is triggering? So there are some persons that you can never. Like even when an angel comes and says, "Hello, this is your wife."
Nah, not possible.
It cannot happen. You know who you are. So, who you are naturally defines who will come around you. I just realized, I don't know if I mentioned to you that, I just realized that the kind of people that I have had to be in a relationship with, they were of a particular order. Honestly, I did not do it on purpose. I did not plan it. It was just like that. Just like that. So, because I had come to a point where I had to define it. I mean, I think there was a day we were having a conversation that how you know that somebody doesn't even know their purpose in life is the kind of
people that
dating history they have.
Yeah. They've been dating random.
Today you date lawyer. Tomorrow you date this one.
You were with a nurse last week. Now you are with a doctor. Now you are with a patient. Now you're with a waitress.
Then you're with an engineer next week. You know, all of that
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So you have to define yourself. And that's why, it's always important to get that thing right early in life.
Okay.
Because gosh, something happened yesterday.
What was
And
that?
honestly, it pained me because till like over the morning, I was still thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
So my sister was showing me something of how somebody, this boy that we're talking about,
Okay.
I carried him.
Ah,
Yes, I raised him. That he's
You
15
get that
years
guy,
old.
Paul.
No, let me explain. He's 15 years old.
Okay.
And yesterday was his birthday. Yesterday was his birthday. And he now posted something of
That-
one girl that texted him and said, "Oh, can we come back together? I love what we have had. Kiniko.
Okay.
And I was pained, not even because of the boy. Obviously, there's an issue with the boy for even posting that privately.
15-year-old.
15 years old.
Okay, posting a girl.
I even have an issue with, because I already texted the boy that we need to talk, because
Mhm.
whatever madness came upon you, we need to cast out that demon.
Okay.
Now, the issue was with the girl. Like, why would you think that at age 14, what you have been designed for in life is to be begging a man to get back with him? And why would you even think that the best time to text him is on his birthday?
Wow.
Like, it was so messed up. Like, my sister was just like, she was, but for some reason, because I don't know if you call it passion or something, but because I just don't want to see young people make mistakes. And I'm like, why? At most, you are 14 years old. Your mom is giving you money for biscuits every week, every day
Okay.
to school. Why would you even think that your life has now been summed up into one person? And the person you're even summing up to, at least they flog the boy.
There's I think it was last year or this way. There's this honor level students also that committed suicide because
Oh my
he caught his girlfriend sleeping with one guy.
No. What?
Yeah,
Oh, Jesus.
in Ghana. He caught the. I'm trying to find Merriam-Webster dictionary. I think that's like
Merriam-Webster.
Oxford or Merriam-Webster dictionary and see what their definition of self-worth is like. Because English dictionary says something like confidence in one's self-worth.
Yes.
And all these terms are they are kind of very flimsy. It's very hard to put your hand around them. Especially the fact that they don't tend to attach to anything solid.
Yes,
The way
it's
it's
abstract.
it's very abstract.
Yes.
Yeah. And more often than not, realistically, I do advise men that somehow a big part of who you are, of your words, of whatever, will come from the work that you do. We come from the things you have attained or achievement you have done, right? A big part. But I don't
think it's a big part.
Yeah, it's a very big part. This is where I'm going.
think I would disagree.
But you cannot build anything on a foundation that doesn't exist. So I think what I personally believe is that the foundation of building anything meaningful, right? Anything of self-importance is that you have that underlying belief understanding that without the books you have read, without the women you have dated, without the cars you have bought, without the houses you have used, or whatever, you are an entity that worth something. You are still of a valuable importance. I think that's what the idea of self-esteem is.
Yeah.
But, a grand is a grand, and you still be matched by almost everybody at that bare minimum. That's one thing that I just noticed about, like, you can't make it remain a bare minimum conversation.
If it's up to a ground, it wants to be something else.
Huh?
If it's up to the ground, it wants to be something else that everybody cannot just match. And that's where, like you were saying, and that's why I said I'm going to disagree with you, because everything you do comes from an understanding of who you are.
Okay.
If you know that there's a way you see yourself, and I think I mentioned to you before, there's a way you see yourself that makes everybody naturally gravitate around you.
Okay.
There's a way I see myself that makes me run away from crowds.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I think, I'm the worst in this room, because there was a point, and funny thing that there was a point in my life that I used to think I was very, very ugly. I kid you not, like there's a point in my life. But then that's even back to, let's get back to, so there's a way you see yourself that will determine the things that you do. If you know that you are a lawyer, we cannot be finding you in doctors' conferences.
Okay.
If you know that you are a teacher, we cannot be finding you in engineers conferences, except if you are going there to teach them. Do you get my point?
Yeah, yeah.
So my point is who you are from the proper place. When I know
From the
that
get-go.
when I know that, oh, I am, let's say I am I'm the daughter of Oni of Ife. Now,
Okay.
I know naturally that there are some things that will not just happen to me.
But you are already attaching yourself as the daughter of Oni of
No, I'm
Ife,
just saying
which
like
the Oni
identity.
of Ife is premised on the fact that your dad has something.
That's no, okay, you know what? Let me remove physical sense. Let me make it abstract. Let's say
Look at Oxford says that confidence in one's own worth or abilities, self-respect, assertiveness training for those with low self-esteem, like as an example.
so this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that self-esteem is just a lens through which you see yourself.
Mm.
And that's the thing, it varies.
Mhm.
What you will take, I will not take it. What I will take,
They say
you will not-
self-respect, that's like synonym.
See now.
The knowledge of one's own worth, valuing oneself.
Let me explain. See now. You see now when this whole Ifeoluwa thing happened,
Mhm.
do you know what got you angry?
Mm.
Because somebody you're like, wait, me, I will now come downstairs
Mhm.
to open the car and still go and do what I be. In this story, I'm the provider.
Exactly.
I'm not the one that should still run the errand.
Okay.
You realize that there is a I.
Mhm.
There is
That knows what is what.
that no. So had it been you did not know,
Mhm.
you'd have gone down.
Okay.
Do you understand? So that was the reason why it got you pissed off.
But
Like,
that
what do you mean?
has something to do with the fact that, I have money. I'm the one paying.
But at the background of the money, before the money came, would you have done it?
I don't think so anyway.
That's my point. Before the money came, even if it was 2K that was in your account, the fact that you're like, I don't understand. Why would I do that?
Exactly.
That's why some people say, oh, that's why I tend to tell people this, don't confuse pride for self-worth.
Mm.
Don't confuse it. Some people are proud, yes. But there's some people that just naturally won't hear that. What they cannot, maybe Yoruba will say that
Talika Latin call, I do tell people that I've never been Talika, so from get-go,
if
I
you
don't
are
always
not going
collect.
to
I don't
take
collect.
it when you
I
have
don't
10K,
collect rubbish.
you won't take it when you have 1 million. It's just a natural thing. And it's not from what you do.
Mhm.
It's just from who you are.
Who you are.
No offense. You can't do CC for me on the road. I will no answer.
Mm.
It's not like
What if they call you fine girl?
I will no answer you.
Fine girl.
don't
Fine
care.
girl. Fine girl.
Because I feel like no. If you want to speak to me, make efforts and walk towards me.
Okay.
Don't do sis then.
Fine girl. Fine
And
girl.
I try my best to tell everybody around me, like, what
Fine girl.
are you bred? So that understanding,
Okay.
and that's what I said is varied.
Mm.
You have to give yourself, sit down with yourself, do the homework.
Mm.
Then you cannot decide.
Of
that
thinking
this
you are
one-
worth something.
Yes.
Because there's this thing I noticed, right? I noticed that the kind of entrepreneurs that bounce back from hard time are those that are fully aware of their capacity to do great things.
Yes. You're speaking.
So, because if you don't have that basic and proper understanding of yourself or what you are capable of doing, regardless of your access or ability to resources or networks or funding, you will still mess things up. And the reason why you are going to mess things up is that you are not confident in your own worth.
Yes.
You don't know that all of this weight, you made it possible.
Kai, you're speaking.
Yes, I think it's very important too in relationship. And
Yes.
if you now end up with someone that has low self-esteem themselves,
they will ruin their relationships.
both of you will become a catastrophe. I think it takes two low self-esteem people to mess things up.
Let me on that point. There was a point in my life. I don't really like sharing my personal examples, but because of this topic is so dear to me. Like everybody
I've
must know
told
their
them you have been to Harvard, Columbia, and
So like there was a relationship that I was once in. So for it was because I could not say no. It was out of pity.
that's it. That's it. You
And
don't even know what you are worth. You
Also,
just
it
say
was
yes to
out
everything.
of the fact that I was like, if I say no now, who else will come and ask me out? You know that I told you that there was a point in my life that I felt like I was very, very ugly. I'm not lying to you.
Mhm.
Like it took me years. There was a point in my life where I didn't have a single mirror in my house. Like even glass window.
Because you don't want to look at
I
yourself.
don't want to see myself.
Wow.
It was that bad. It was really bad. But guess what? There's a mirror in my bag. I have a mirror in my bag right now.
Oh.
So back to what I'm
Let me
saying.
tell you one secret. Every time she collected my phone, she will make all the videos in the world. I don't know her problem. That's another thing that we are going to talk about later in this video.
It's
Because
cool.
string it to the
Appreciate
extreme.
yourself.
String it to the extreme sometimes is
I'm
bad
not
too.
even at the extreme yet. Do you know the extreme of it?
We'll go there. We'll get there.
Let's not go there. Okay, we'll go there. So like that point. So I entered that relationship out of it was pressuring me. And I was like, you know what? If you not coconut toast, man, that person will not come. So maybe and I realized that as soon as I entered, there was always that thing at the back of my mind that one day we will wake up.
Okay.
He was a good guy. He was an amazing person. Funny thing is, we still have one or two conversations here and there, like till today. But there was that nagging fear. There was that. It stopped me from that fear. Stopped me from demanding what I wanted. It stopped me from. I was overgiving and I was under receiving. It stopped me from being honest. It stopped me from doing there were so many things. I literally received bare minimum in that relationship.
Wow.
Like looking back, I'm like, God, no.
How did you do that?
Nobody should have entered
How
that
did you get
relationship. Why? Because I didn't see that I was worth something very, very, very. In my head, I was like, let people go say yes. We don't know who else will come and ask us out. Let's just relationship span for like 9 months. And it was a lot of bare minimum treatment. It was so bad that, and I was the one that was permitting the bare minimum. It was not that he wanted to do a lot, because like I said, he's a good guy. He wanted to do so much, but it was so bad that if he wanted to take me out to go and buy food, I said, no, don't worry. Why? Because I was like, I don't want to go outside so that you will not go and see my ugliness in real life.
So you thought this guy is under a spell for asking
Yeah,
out?
I felt like something was wrong with him.
Wow. This is where I'm going. This is exactly, thank God go here. This is where I'm going. That it is too low self-esteem people to create a disaster. And I will tell you why. So if you are low self-esteem, right? You think you are not worth being loved.
Yeah.
Everybody that is asking you out, you think they are just whining you.
Yes, so
Now, if somebody now decides to talk with you, to stick around, now, like this person.
I asked him a question every time. What do you see in me?
So,
God forbid.
which means that let me share people this insight. Which means that you will start seeing the next person as, okay, this person is probably worse than myself.
Yes.
In what?
Yes.
That if me I'm worth a 5 naira
Right.
or 2 naira, this person is worth 3 kobo. Because why do they be interested in me?
Now that's the best of a narcissist. That's how you give birth to narcissists. Because a low self-esteem person finds another low self-esteem person, then one person is trying to dominate the other low self-esteem
person. Believing that, of course, that means I have a little bit more value than this person. I'm in a very low, deep or behind low. But I believe this person is even deeper one. That's why they are here. And then you start throwing trash on that person's face.
Yes. Now you have become a narcissist. That's how you are properly giving
Both
birth
of you have given back to a narcissistic environment. Because you start throwing trash on that person.
Yes.
And that person will
and that one will still be taking it.
Yeah,
because I can't complain, because there's nowhere else to go. There are places to go.
Before encore, that's what happened now. The reason why oftentimes most guys feel like they cannot leave Almonjiri. I don't know whether you know who we call it.
I don't like
the reason why they believe that they cannot leave those girls. There's this girl that called me up she messaged me from TikTok. To enter my DM. And I was trying to understand her story. She married in 2020. She became divorced this year. Blah 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 blah.
Oh my God.
So I spent time to listen to her story. And this guy thought we already have a relationship that way automatically.
How?
I look at this Salmon video for crying out loud. You understand? But if you know me, you know I cannot do divorce. I cannot even do. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You that's you.
Beggars are begging me. I'm still doing Sakara. Not talk of married 4 years later. What is your problem?
It's hot cake.
And this is the problem now.
High demand.
Now, here's where I'm going. The reason why I'm so self-aware I cannot do something like that is that such person will probably having this low self-esteem problem.
Yeah.
And then if I now say, let me give her, that's when you will face the most. That's why often you wonder, is the girls that you give a chance, or you just try to consider.
That's the thing. Don't consider.
Those people that you settle down for, quote unquote. Exactly.
Oh
That's
my
why the
God.
people that are going to show you the worst in life.
And
The reason is that you settle down for them because they are, even you know that they are not worth that much.
Yes.
Yeah, you felt it.
You know.
Their projection, their energy shows that
That's the
they
word.
don't believe
Energy.
they are worth that much.
Yeah.
And then when you go for them, you have the decision you're actually making is to accredit them, is to agree with them
Yes.
that you are worthless.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the beginning of problem.
I swear.
That's where the old disaster walks in.
I swear.
The demons, they step in
For you.
and they will torment the hell out of both of you.
In.
Even the girl after the relationship, she start wondering, why am I so horrible in that relationship? Why is it that guy brought the worst out of me?
Kai.
Those guys, yeah, they reflect on it and be like, that guy brought the worst out of me somehow. Or that guy brought the worst out of me somehow.
Yes.
They too, they be reflecting on them. I'm not that kind of person.
Yes, I've been in one before, and I'm like, I'm not a violent person. Why am I thinking of beating somebody up? And I'm like, no, I'm not like this. Like, and that's the thing, you have to, and that's another reason why you can't just date everybody, whether they are fine or not. There's this person that I used to know, we're no more friends though, because distance happened and all of that. He's one of the gentlest, if that's a word, persons.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you put water in his mouth and you go, he will come back.
Wow.
He started dating this girl. This girl is, what do they call it? All these bureau people.
Uh-huh.
Hey. I think 2 months in, I started seeing my guy doing, and I said, wait, you don't sound like that. What's going on? I said, oh, no, nothing. That's how we talk. I said, you and who? We don't talk like that.
Like that one.
Before I knew it, I just heard one day, he just mentioned passing that he's going to beat up this guy. So I said, you don't beat people up. I know you. What's going on? So one day we now had like a conversation, like, calm down. So as we're talking, that's when I realized that the babe used to speak like that. And
the energy has messed up. You know the funniest part? When the first phase of my dating with my ex that cheated, you know that? The first phase of it.
Sorry.
We had a really nice time. We had a, assist. Do you know that the second phase, anytime I look back, I said, I can be a demon. Oh. I'll just look at it. Hello, you can be a demon. Oh. I'll just look at it.
All it takes
there's
is
a demon inside of you somewhere that the environment that you have created for yourself just have locked away.
Yes. And that's what we don't understand.
Because I tormented that girl in that second phase.
Elon, do you know that now I can tell you for free? This is not like a conversation. I can tell you for free that that's not you. That
of
was
course,
her demon. Because you can know, now this is what I'm about to say. Test how to know that your partner is sleeping with another person. Let me give you a test. When you realize that the person you are with naturally does not have these characteristics, but you are beginning to act that way, then there is a third party.
Sure. There's a demon that you guys have invited in.
It's not from her. It's from the other person she's with.
That's where you are burning the energy.
I'm saying this from experiences from friends that I've seen. And I'm like, this person you are with is not like this. And I said, okay, you know what? Let's calm down. Are you sure this person is not seeing somebody? Or are you sure you are not seeing somebody? Like, no, I'm not seeing anybody else now. It's just my partner. I said that there's something wrong. There's a third party. This one is not, this is a demon that only comes by emotional connection, in quotes. Like, it can only come when you're emotionally connected to this person. Do you understand?
You are sharing energy with the third party.
Yes.
And this is how it works, right? So we are talking. We have intellectual conversation, right? So if I have a girlfriend now, the moment we are seated, right, I would like this conversation to continue.
Yes.
Do you get?
Yes.
So if she's a responsive type, she will brace up.
Yeah, and pick
up the energy of this kind of conversation, the pacing of that kind of conversation. And that's the good side. That's like the good side of example of what we are talking about.
Yeah.
And then if you and I now, we often do agbero style to each other or something. If she, by the time we are sitting down and I'm punching her too and whatever, she will start responding to stimuli. That's what it's a natural. You can see it everywhere. I don't know whether you have touched any leaf before and that leaf will close up or fold up or do anything. Yes, that's response to stimuli.
Yeah.
When you have such relationship going on, those triangle,
That triangle.
triad going on, those
the
triangles.
energy will naturally get to you.
Yeah, it will pass on to you. That energy will extend.
It's the same way you carry people's languages now. Somebody that, okay, maybe when you know me now,
Mhm.
I have to, every thought that you hear me say is from a friend that I
Of
copied.
course, obviously. Do you know that even in couples, some of the couples therapy I've done, one of the ways that the couples get to find out that their wife is cheating, they start suspecting their wife or husband is cheating, is when they start making demands that
Yes, and like, no, you don't sound like
you are
this.
making these moves. You are making what? Why are you grabbing my neck? What? Why are you grabbing my neck? What's going on here? Why are you grabbing my?
I read it from a book.
Why are you beating me? Why are you beating my heart? Why are you slamming me against the wall? What is happening here?
Why are you carrying me? We don't carry before.
We
Why
don't-
are you carrying me?
Why thou carry it?
Which kind of carry is this?
So back to the self-esteem that we were talking about before we went to the.
That's why people should be observing all these things.
It's
You're
very
observing.
Be
Hey,
observant. I think it's Bishop that said it's 5 4 5 3. So that he works circumstances as
Yes.
wise are not as fool.
be seeing strange patterns and be pointing it out
And but
immediately.
these are patterns of
Daddy, what is going? You don't do like this. Where is this coming from?
from. So now on low self-esteem, we are already talking about the problems that come out of low self-esteem.
In
The reason why you don't want to date
relationships.
people that are having problem with their
Even
esteem.
date. Don't be even friends with.
If you can avoid them friendship, the energy is
it will
is
drain
seeking.
you.
Because
It will.
here's the thing: if you don't believe you are worth being friend, there's this video that I made. I talked about it. I para inside it like that. I was asking a girl out. The girl is in what's it called? The girl is in OSU or something, Osun State University, and I was having this conversation. I just met her in my area, and I was having the conversation with her, and she said, "Oh, our boyfriend is this, drinks, smokes, do this, that. Doesn't give her anything, stabs her here and there." I said,
What?
You are on 200 level,
Slaps her.
and you are in 200 level, and you're already in this kind of toxic relationship. She said she's trying to get out of it.
Some people, what their mother did not face in relationship, they are facing.
They are going to face it. They are already facing it. So I was now asking this girl that, can I, what's it called? I was asking her conversation on WhatsApp or something. I'm texting her, and I was now asking her, why are you viewing my message and not replying? The next thing, this girl just para for me. She just sent me paraing like 6. She just like, who are you? Are you paying my school fee? Why you be asking me that? Why you be?
That's my problem with.
I already know that is coming from the boyfriend,
Yes.
because that's obviously the energy of the boyfriend. You
That's
understand?
who you are with.
That's the energy of
why
the
they
boyfriend.
slap
Now
you.
she's projecting. No, you understand? She's projecting the energy of that boyfriend, the way that boyfriend used to treat her rubbishly.
So that you two can respond.
Now that I'm showing interest in her, quote unquote, she believes that I'm worthless.
Yeah, you're like him.
I'm even worse, because technically in her mind, if her boyfriend is treating her that rubbishly, and me, I'm interested in her, that means I'm worse off, right? I'm worse off in kind of esteem,
Hey, what you?
I think there's this pendulum of esteem.
It
And
goes
we
down.
use it for ourselves and we use it for others.
Yeah.
So if you believe you are 0, that means you'll be thinking about people at -1 or -10.
Yes.
So, and I could sense that already. I was like, calm down.
Who did this fit for me?
I remember that there's a block button, there's a delete button. What are you talking about?
No stress.
Me, I will be explaining myself to you
As how.
about why I'm asking you why you are replying me.
As
Me,
how.
you and your boyfriend, you can be dealing with that one.
Enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself. and these are some of the downside of, and that's why you should be careful. Now, here's where I'm going. There's a extreme side of it. There's being full of yourself.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going. That there's being, I think they call it self-absorption or something like that.
Obsession.
Obsession, yes. There's being full of yourself. So what do you have to say about that? There's that, because there's that skill. And oftentimes, more often than not, I think most people are like bipolar in that sense. But what I mean by bipolar in that sense is that very low, if you see them in their relationship or whatever, they are very low self-esteem.
It's natural. But
Come and see them online or in throws, in comment section. They will throw the video, they will throw. Come and see them outside. Come and see them when you are trying to deal with them in any settings. They will just be throwing, they will do it as if
you know who I am.
Do you know where I am?
It's a lie, you are not.
You will see them on their phone. You will see how much they have snapped themselves, their nyash, their souls. They are so self-obsessed.
Yeah,
And I think it's the mode that people switch to.
it's
Anytime they want to,
self-esteem.
yeah.
It's still a level of
It's like a
self-esteem.
reverse self-esteem.
Yeah.
You know, there's in Flash, there's reverse Flash.
slash.
There's a reverse self-esteem. Like,
Yeah,
it's not really like high self-esteem. It's like reverse self-esteem.
No. It's
It's
low.
reverse low self-esteem.
Before I used to call it superiority complex, but I realized that superiority complex is also low self-esteem.
Steam.
You still don't see yourself in a good way.
Because if you are seeing yourself properly, if you properly measure yourself, you will not see other people as that horrible.
That's the point.
You will not see other people as something you can just walk over
That's
or
the
whatever.
point.
You know, sometimes I tell people that have you forgotten? They give back to me with a father and a mother.
I tell people this.
In fact, let me tell you the shocking thing. We are from a royal family. And they'll be like, yes.
That's
I know
what-
my father's house in Yonfa.
That's
We
what
are
they
from
do.
we are of the lineage of the reason why we have not become kings. My dad has several wives. The dad of my dad has several wives. They did not try to compound weight. If we compound weight now, for instance, now if I'm interested in becoming the Olofa of Ofa and I have the money, I have private and everything, they will give me me too. They will trace the lineage now, and now they will tell you how we correlate with the Olofa.
He go reach you.
It go reach me. I'm telling you the truth. So I used to tell people like that, and then because I'm that self-aware of my worth, I project that to people too. I project that worth to people too. You understand that point? You know, I project that worth to you. You are worth something. You know. Remember some of our conversations like, oh, the world, over world, I wear the manifestation of something.
Yeah.
If I don't believe there's a manifestation you want to manifest,
That's a healthy self-esteem.
do you get it? Will I be telling you that the whole world I wear the manifestation of something?
Low self-esteem does not want any other person to shine. So that's why you think that, it's self-obsession rather. Everything is supposed to be around them. Them. Because why? They know that the moment another person comes, the other person is better than them.
Them.
So don't come.
So it's from that
It's still
place.
low self-esteem. It's still the same.
It's from that place that they are projecting all this.
Yes.
So and it is something you're very careful because
Yeah.
sometimes you say, oh, that girl is carrying herself where sometimes those girls are struggling with low self-esteem.
no. I think the way
I don't know whether you have if you have been to any porn sites, and you just check. Most of those ladies they are free pass to, how do I put it, to rich man's houses. That, like if they want to pitch a rich husband, most of them can do like this and pitch one. And then you'll be wondering, what are they doing on porn sites? Why are they taking $100 for them to display their nakedness on the internet? If you wonder that, and then sometimes too, if you go to this Awolowo at night, you like look at all these girls.
People say that. I don't know. I've not seen it before.
Maybe this night I can try drive with you. You see
You
them.
want me to
We
see?
can even step down and start pricing and start acting as if you are interested in their markets.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
And you say, people, look at you. Look at you.
You are fine.
You are,
If not, you are fine.
and I think I think what I finally figured is that me projecting value to them comes from the place where I recognize my value.
It's
Right.
only the man that is good that sees good in other people.
So it's because it's coming from a place that I recognize
Yeah.
my value. That's how I'm seeing it. I think they don't see it.
And that's the thing also in friendships. As I said, it's draining. I've been with people that I had to intentionally renew my mind after having conversations with you. Because I'm like, no. I'm just coming into a place where I'm seeing my self-worth. The more you keep doing this, the more I will get back into that dark place. And I don't want it.
And you have to be very, very careful.
You
I don't know if you have been there before.
I say this thing a lot. You don't have to apologize when it comes to your identity. You don't have to apologize who you associate yourself with. You don't have to apologize who you don't want to be with anymore. Because whatever you are, whoever you are is what will attract what comes to you.
Sure.
If you are not if you're not a bold person, certain things will not come to you. If you are very timid and let's say you think everything can just attract me, don't be angry when a tout on the bus stop stops you and says it's you that they want. Don't now
No,
come to
there's a
Twitter
girl
and be shouting.
There's a girl that came for a job interview the other day, and she was saying that she keeps wondering why she only attracts agbiros and guys with bike or something like that.
Give her 30 days to sit down in the mirror and see herself and be saying I attract only maybe
Do
kings
you
or
know that I
something.
noticed that girls are often saying things like that? If a rich guy told them, they will not say yes. If
Okay.
this based on personal experience
Oh,
and
okay.
and dealing with some of them, and I noticed that if you are successful, somehow they will reject
It
you.
overwhelms them.
And I finally figured it's because they don't think they deserve it.
I said something about you one time. I said there's an aura that you have that knows how. There's an aura. And okay, I don't like using the word aura. Energy. There's an energy that you have that if a low self-esteem person comes around you, they will be intimidated. That's a guy.
Okay.
He will be very angry at you.
Yeah, sure.
If they are not trying to learn under you, they cannot stand shoulder to shoulder with you because it's just an energy. So that's the same thing with women like that. If they have low self-esteem and they find somebody, let's say somebody like you now find them attractive, naturally they feel overwhelmed.
Yeah, they will repel it.
And they run away.
I notice. It's like naturally they just
it's energy.
they just freak out.
That's what I'm saying. Give her 30 days to sit in front of a mirror
Literally,
and consistently remind
last
herself.
Relationship. I now told her that one of her problems is that she has what I call dick sand. That she has a dick sand. Even on my phone, I save her name with dick sand.
Hey.
I call it whatever dick sand. Like it's a son. I've just put the dick sand in so that I can remember. I said she has a dick sand problem. She said, what's a dick sand? I said, you easily fall under the anointing of a dick. She was like, okay, what do I mean? I said,
And that's yes.
you get what I mean?
They have told you are fine. All love is you are already in love.
She easily fall under the anointing.
They don't say you are pretty. You are already in Abba.
So, and by that, I mean, she only responds to people that sexualize her, not people that values her.
Yeah.
These are two different things.
Yeah.
So when a guy sexualizes you, it's like already that's the kind of language that's around her. She said yes. I said yes. I know these things because I've been across all the frequencies, right? You know how radio station works, 98.5. I've been across all these frequencies. I've checked it out. I've seen what is happening there. So you only respond to people. You don't respond to people that be like, wow, you can be a wonderful wife. You can build the future together.
Yeah.
Those languages won't resonate with you. You only resonate where they were making you a sex object. I said, are you living with me? I said, no, I can just sense it.
Comes from the mind.
It comes to you. That's where you resonate.
That's the thing.
Like this girl, she was showing me pictures of her ex that beat the hell out of her, that even cut her jaw like this. That they have to stitch it.
God,
you understand? Cut her jaw like this, she has to stitch it, blah, blah, blah. And she's now telling me that when she leaves my side, she's going to play to pack his things.
She's going there. If they lie, she's not packing anything.
To pack her things that they have
lie.
I said, this
that
girl.
Thing is a scam.
You are going there to back some.
What are you going to go and do?
I said, you easily fall under the anointing of a dick. You fall into the dick sand. You know what they call quicksand? So you easily fall under dick sand.
And that's the thing. You know, there was something I was telling my younger sister on her birthday. I said something to her. I said, I want you to have an esteem that is so strong that not a simple compliment can get you to fall in love. And she was like, what do you mean? I'm like, no, I'm trying to let you. I want you to be so self-aware that not any boy will just want to tell you are fine and all of a sudden you're dreaming of having a family with you. I don't want it. Because it's something that's so common. Just a little attention. You're already thinking of, oh my God, I'll look so good in this wedding gown with this person. What if he's a human beater?
And I think more important than anything, like the point you are trying to make, you know, earlier before we started this session, I was talking about a plan.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that will make you remain forever in your low pit is when you don't have a plan for yourself. When you don't have a future you are looking forward to, then you will not know where you stand.
Yes.
Towards that future.
Yes.
So, which means you are always a drifter. Do you get? Anywhere the weather take you. Anyway, do you get? So if you have a plan, this kind of man I want to marry, then you will easily, that way you know your worth and you know what you could want.
You know what you're looking for.
You know your worth and know what you could want.
Yes.
You know, you see the problem now. You see the analogy. It's like there's always a force that's pulling you back and there's always a force that you are running towards. And so you knowing where you stand there is very, very important. So when you know that, nothing will come your way now that will just, sweep you. They said the guy just came in and swept my foot off the ground.
Swept me up.
You are a sweepable person in the first place. You could be swept with anything.
Well, any woman can be swept.
You get
it depends on
you are a sweepable. That's why a narcissist, a woman beater, whatever can sweep you out of your. If you have where you are going, you'll be able to
just
interact.
like that.
you were able to dance. I like that word. You were able to dance with your partner so that you can figure out whether both of you can move to that direction.
Make I shock you. I remember one girl was telling me, like let's say last week, we
Mhm.
spoke and she was saying, no, I'm not doing relationship now.
Okay.
Then the following week, she just texted me. Oh, I said yes. I said to who?
To somebody has swept her
How?
off her feet.
You know the funny story is that she met the guy as soon as she left me. As soon as she left me that same day.
And yeah, said
And
it.
I said, that's not something they do for you. Just like that.
This
Just
speed,
like,
this is speed of light.
I know he likes me. I like him too. I say,
Hey.
hey, we got stuck.
I think these are very important things. Like you have
Yes.
to know what you are, where you stand, what
Know
you're saying,
what you
and
want.
that comes from you being grounded in the reality that you are a being. That's first and foremost, and then you being grounded in the fact that you are a creature, you are a new creature in Christ.
Jesus died for you.
For you,
Stop wasting that blood
and
on
that's
that
if you're a Christian.
dirty boy.
You know, just understand that as a man, as a functional reality, right?
Hello, sorry, Scott. You know, I used to say something, and I say it every time somebody hurts me. I say, Jesus did not die for me to be like this. And it just reminds me and snaps it back to reality. I know, I don't want this. Like, I say it every time, like, no, Jesus, you didn't die for me for this person to treat me like this.
Yeah.
Like, why?
You see, this is one of the reasons why anytime I'm in talks or friendship with any girl, the first thing I try to do in the first 1 month is to ask her to buy something for me. Like, I will actively demand it. And I'll see how she responds to that. You know, she just have money. She let me know, hello, I don't have money, but don't worry, I'll get it next Friday, blah, 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 blah. Okay, good. That's a good one. That's like average response for most girls that don't have money. The ones that have money, like, okay, don't worry, I'll bring it. But in the 98%, do you know what I get? I cannot be pouring, how can a pure water be pouring into an ocean? I can
That's How do you think you're pure water?
do you know why
Wait, which
that,
pure water? Is it you?
they,
Why? Why do you think?
do you know why that is a very good litmus test? Is that it takes a person of worth to know that they can add something to others.
Mm-hmm.
It takes, let me repeat that for you. It takes a person of worth, male or female,
Yeah.
guy or, to be aware they can actually add something to your life.
Yes.
And I don't just ask this only in terms of actual gift. Sometimes I ask in terms of tax. Oh, come and sit down on a podcast with me. Come on. When someone say, what can I say in front of camera? What will I? Jesus. What knowledge do I have? Oh God. You know, I'll come and write for my blog. What do I have to teach people? Oh God.
You have everything.
Come and buy me this roll-on or this cab, whatever. I don't have the. Why will I buy? You have all the money. Oh God. The response matters because sometimes people don't have money, and I get it. You know, but the response, the way they see themselves, the response is like a mirror into how they see themselves.
Yeah.
You know, okay, so you believe you're not the kind of person that can add value to other people. So you don't believe you're ahead of some people and you can add value to them. You don't believe that as you at least you are one step ahead of people, let's say in relationship, in business or whatever, that you can just add some insight to people that are just coming before you.
Even if not plenty, at least small. You can add now.
So these are ways you'll be able to know when somebody is of high self-worth or not.
Yeah.
If they recognize their value, both as a Christian and more important, as a person, because I believe my audience span across all religion and as a person, you are a person of what? Somebody gave birth to you. Your father and your mother sweat over you. You are a miracle. If you know billions of sperm cells that were rushing to fertilize that egg that was inside your mom.
You were chosen.
Do you know how many kids that were terminated in pregnancy per month, per year? And your mother, your father decided that you are an active being that should be given back to. You are worth something just by the mere virtue of that. Constitutionally, you are worth something. Biologically, you are worth something. Spiritually, you are worth something. First, embrace yourself in that reality. Embrace yourself in that beauty, in that worth. Then we can move forward from there.
Comfortable in your own skin.
Then we can move forward from there.
You know, I had an issue last year with a particular person. His problem was that he could not stay without relationships.
Yeah, I know people.
He was jumping from one to another, and
that's why I said that guy is under Dixon. Because I asked her that, yeah, okay, the guy, he said then, you can, like 1 month ago or 2 months, the guy gave you, okay, are you in that relationship? No. I was like, no. Like 1 month ago. So. Oh, you're not like, okay, but currently are you single? No, she said she's dating.
It's something. Hey, Mona, hold me
The
back.
reason why you will know that the whole thing is so short span is why that she still has stuff in that guy house to go and pick. That means the relationship just
Because the first question, how do people used to enter relationship? I think that's how long? Because I'm
do you get
confused.
the relationship has barely ended. That's what it means.
Ha-ah.
And this guy is already under another dick and
Anointing.
like what is going on here?
Please.
What is going on here?
Please.
What is going on?
No, please. Ejo. Biko.
And I think some of the things that can quickly erode your self-worth is addictions.
Yes.
Yeah, addiction can quickly erode
any addiction.
any form of
Any
addiction.
form of addiction.
Drugs,
Sex,
you
approval
know.
addiction. You know, some people are addicted to people singing their praises.
I know.
The
I know
moment
for a fact.
the moment you stop singing their praises,
They die
their
at the applause
self-worth-
of the crowd.
And I'm like, no. Whether you say thank you or not, I am who I am. This
Very
is me.
important.
Whether you clap for me or you don't, all the best for your clap.
Very important.
Do I need it?
It's one of the reasons why I'm comfortable sleeping in my office, sleeping on the floor.
It doesn't
You know,
define me.
Because those things don't matter to me.
No, it
I
doesn't.
even openly talk about the fact that I was in police custody for 20 years.
Yeah.
You know,
you
these
mentioned.
are like, they don't define me. That and me, these are part of my
Like
experience.
even for believers, and I think that's why God did what He did at redemption. How that He changed our identity.
Mm.
Now, according to Philippians 3:3 now, we are the circumcision of the spirit. Now we don't put our confidence in the flesh.
In the flesh.
So we don't put our confidence in the things that we do. Meaning that even if I don't do nice to you, my confidence in the fact that Jesus has died for me. So even if today, let's say God forbid, I went to steal phone, and I remember that I'm not supposed to be stealing. Oh God. You go back to God, trace your step back, but God will still not judge you based on your actions, but on your identity as a son. He will not call you, oh, thief. You say, my
holy
son.
nation. Yeah.
You are still my son.
Yes.
Do you understand? So you need to put yourself in that identity.
Is that story of the
Prodigal son?
prodigal son?
Yes. Prodigal son, but he's still a son.
He's still a son. Do you get? So always walk your way back to yourself. And it's harder when you try to do that without God. That's a fact. But then always try.
I think it's the truth.
It's
hard
to walk yourself back. It takes a whole different level of discipline and whatever. And you always fall short. And if you are measuring yourself against your discipline, you still fall short of it.
Yes.
So it's a problem in its own. So, but anywhere you are right now, please walk yourself back to yourself. You need mentorship. You need coaching.
Yes.
Enter our DM. We can help you. We
You need
can refer you to therapy, anything you need, so that you can get back to yourself. You
Yourself.
can recognize yourself. You can recognize, I am.
Yes, this is me.
That is why I am. Like
Yes.
you are.
Cognito ergo sum.
I am. That's why I am. Do you understand? You are. You are. You are an entity. You are what
All
love.
those
You are
people
what
that are coming
admire.
around you is because you exist.
You know, I've seen guys that just live on crumbs, right? They just live on crumbs. There's one guy that was forgiving his girlfriend after cutting out cheating 5 times on TikTok. The guy was making a TikTok that
Is a prophet.
5 times.
Is Osia. Is Osia. Is Goma's husband.
5 times.
It's
You
a
cut
parable-
again.
It's a parable for the new generation Christian that God will continue to say.
5 times.
Oh,
You are saying
Jim.
and this guy is giving the girl like 100K a week or something.
Go first. Even if you want to forgive her, take a break. Go away. Ha!
You are what loving
You're
without all
worth
this
it.
torment.
You're worth it. You're worth being with somebody that will see you as important.
You are what it.
You're worth somebody that is
You are what
I
it.
say this thing a lot. If you are worth the blood of Jesus as a believer, if God can waste in quotes the blood of his only begotten, only, he does not have 2, he has 1. And he said, let me waste it on this one that does not even know me.
Not waste it, sacrifice it.
In quotes, sacrifice.
It's 2 different words.
Sacrifice. On you, when you did not even know him. How much more now?
Now, let me not lie to you. It's so hard to be alone. But I'll tell you the truth. It's so hard to be alone. Do you know what is harder? It's so hard to be longing for things that you cannot have. Does that make sense to you? The problem you have is that you keep longing for things that were not given to you. So get out of that rat race. If someone will not give you their love, there are 1,000 other people that will.
That will give you well.
What you have to do is to take your look, is to stop idolizing that person.
Yes.
Is to
They're not all that.
Yeah, they are not all that
They're
what you
not
want them to
all
be.
abegi.
Last week, I was saying that if you are hiring one guy and she's in a relationship, try to be a friend with her to know. By the time she mess 1 or 2 times in your car, do this, you know that you don't love her like that.
Important because we make them to be.
You make them to be. So
Not really
please
all of that.
find yourself first. Regain your identity.
Yeah.
Become a wholesome person.
Yes.
So that by the time you are getting into a relationship, you will not be having all this attachment problem.
I was about to mention that, like, it's so hard for people like that to let go.
Yeah, they can't.
It's so hard.
No. The people that are in their life are feeling a gap. They are filling them with crumbs.
Oh, God.
They are filling them with
It's a
certain
bad
crumbs.
place because I've been there. Like, it's so hard.
I always
Letting
tell,
go will be the
I tell
hardest
men
thing.
this. I try to advise young men this because oftentimes young men are my audience. I try to advise them to always have their option. And the reason I'm telling them to always have an option is not because I want them to be polygamous or whatever, or flirting or whatever. It's because I know that the signs that it takes to have option is such that you are going to be aware of your worth first. You cannot become a man. The reason is that men are captains, like I was saying earlier. And for you to build a boat that is attractive enough to attract multiple passengers, for you to build the competence to sail so that more passengers will know of your reputation and want to be on your boat, and for you to have a course, a direction, a destination that is worth going to, so that more passengers will be lined up to go to your destination. If you say you are going to Cambodia, then most people will not line up to it. But if you say you are going to Paris, you have a boat, you are going to Paris, and you have a reputation that you sail very well, more people will align and want to follow your boat. So I know that it will take them through a journey where they will aware of their worth.
Yes.
And because of that, finally they will discover that me just keeping a myriad of options is not even my best interest.
Yes.
I need someone that can be part of my life, will truly be part of my life, not just for selfish opportunity, but for other things that we can do together. So I think when I preach the message of optionality, what I'm really hoping for is that you become a man that is truly valuable, that even in the first place, you will naturally have options. Your life will attract options.
Yeah.
And the same thing for women also, which is like if you become a woman of character of means of caliber, you will naturally have options.
Yes.
And now when you are choosing a relationship, you are choosing to be in that relationship.
And you will not be able to appreciate what you have chosen.
Yeah, you will appreciate it more.
Yeah.
You know that it's not given to you on a platter of gold. It's not like, that person is helping you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know that they actually value you.
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to accept that value in. When we're joking, something you tell me like, oh, you look great, you look amazing, and I'll tell you that, topic, are you joking, blah, blah. That's because I know that you might be joking.
Because you are proud.
Yeah, I know that you might be joking. But on a normal day, if somebody tell me, I'll say thank you. Yeah,
Start
these
saying
days,
thank you.
I say that a lot.
I always mean what I say.
I say that a lot. But I know you might want to be whining. But primarily, I know myself. I look at the mirror and say, this guy, you are so handsome.
That thing.
So sometimes
just look at yourself. I'm like, wow.
Sometimes I recount my own success. I just smile. I say, bad guy, you're a bad guy.
Yes.
In one day, you went to go and do this.
Yes. Do it.
I just recount those things and I live in them. Because they reassure you that you are awesome, you can do this thing.
Yes. Even on your bad times, they reassure you that you can bounce back.
You can bounce back.
Yes.
I've been to the lowest of the lowest. I will not tell you, everything in one video.
It's been deep in hell.
But I've been there.
It's been deep in hell.
I've been there.
Literally, last week, now, you fell inside gutter.
I've been there and I'm here. And if I'm here, you can be here. You can be self-assured. You can sit there in front of the camera and think you can talk to thousands of audience. You can.
Let me give. That's true. Growing up, I feel like my mom. If my mom should see this video, she'll be laughing because every time it's time to share memory verse growing up, and they give me, I will have come my memory verse, and I used to be afraid of camera. I don't know why.
Why are you camera shy? Now you have about 4 or 3 of them.
So that time. So the day next time she come and give my memory verse, that's how cameraman came to my front to snap me. That's how I started crying. I think I cried in front of camera till 7 years old. Then no self-esteem take over. Till like 16. 16. Until when I now came out of it.
Wow, that's nice.
So now I'm standing in front of camera.
I'm glad for your journey.
I know. That's why I feel like everybody should, because it's not a good place to be. Like you literally be doubting.
Do you know the
yourself.
funny part? When I was in secondary school, people used to say that I wear teru. Do you know teru? That, so they abuse me, and I'm proud of it. I love it.
No, for people that have good self-esteem,
Do you know the funny
I
part?
love
They
them.
will say, I know all the b-board in this area. This Sango, from
Why?
Makola to Sango,
You should check.
people believe that I know all of the b-board there.
Why?
They used to joke about it. And I'll tell them, yeah, there's one b-board around. I will also be playing along. I will in the joke with them.
That's crazy.
I'll be like, yes, that if you reach that Providence Court, there's a b-board there. If you reach that, I will tell them there's one church there, there's DJ Sexy here, there's whatever. I'll be telling them like that. So the joke will not be on them.
Then, yeah.
The joke is no longer funny. You understand? And because I trek a lot, I trek to school, I trek back home.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, funny part, I was the timekeeper. And I have to set pop-off early in the morning. And I was the timekeeper.
Wow.
I have to set pop-off in the morning. Early in the morning. So I have to set the pop-off before the bell, before everything. And I still have to trek.
You see, it really doesn't define.
So all of those things only. And I know
doesn't
some of my
define.
mates that they have clean socks, clean sandals, clean everything, and they are still struggling to be, to have confidence in themselves. And I will see go out, and when the teacher is asking question about, what happened, say, well, how do you find X? I will see raise my hand
That's what I'm
and
saying.
answer
That
the question.
self-esteem is not even based on what you are wearing.
Sure.
It's not even based on what you are
But some
doing.
people don't have it, and that's why we are making this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you can overdress. You can even wear designer and you still have those self-esteem
Sure.
in your designer.
Sure.
You see now, you're wearing whatever they say you wore back
Teru,
then.
it was Teru.
Teru.
Teru. It's one of the cheapest material you can find, and it's very thick, and you'll be. And do you know what the worst part? I have this singlet. It's not even singlet. I don't know what they call that thing. Is it singlet that they call this? All these sleeveless that, but then they're thicker than singlet. I will not wear anything that Teru that is already.
Best.
Teru that is already thick.
Is there fun in your class? Is there fun in your
There's no fun in me. I'm going to a public secondary school. What are you talking
down
about?
by the window?
You see that? I must sit there in the middle in front of the teacher because the teacher wants me to talk. Almost all the teacher know me.
Oh my god.
They want me to talk. They want me to be in front of the class.
Are you in a relationship with secondary school?
I was.
Somebody dated you.
Eh?
Wait.
You don't know me, oh. Ha!
No.
Fine boy. I think one of the things one of the ways I inherited my esteem was from my dad. And the reason is that my dad had 8 wives. As in
Actually,
4 actual wives and several concubines.
No.
So I can count about 8 women. And seeing that growing up, I really feel like, oh no.
I can take anything.
We must be handsome in our house. If not, people will see that we must be handsome in our house. If
You
not.
fine, go.
So I always had that confidence to talk to any girl. I was telling some kids yesterday or the day before that it was last week. Some girls that came from interview. I was telling her that I started dating. I had a girlfriend when I was primary school. I have a girl. Her name is Ituno. That when I was in GSTD, one of my girlfriend left. Adiola. She left because her parents built their house, so she had to leave the school to move to another school that's closer to that. They say GSTD that at least you must finish secondary school. I say you are me that I've been having since I was in primary six. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Pure. So I think that's very important. That esteem.
Yeah.
And it's informed my academic performance because when I got to SS1, there's this girl, another Muslimat, but she also Adiola. She got the best student in our class in our whatever SS1 for almost all the subjects except the one that I art. And the only one that's in art that's supposed to government was given to one guy. And I was like, what is going on here? I just mean all of them. SS2 like this. Ultra. I meant all like.
Because you know that you can
do it. I can do it.
No, let somebody, if you now, maybe I told somebody that, why is she? Some people will now, somebody of low self-esteem will now interpret that to be pride. You see that's the difference.
When guests often tell me that you are very proud, I look at them and say, okay, how do you know that I'm proud? He said, you talk whatever. I said, it takes somebody that is on my level that can tell me that I'm proud.
Fact.
At least. And then somebody that is on my level cannot tell me. It's somebody that is way ahead of me that can say I'm proud. And that person have to be specific. Like they have to specify.
This is what you did.
They have to specify. And by being specific, I mean, they have to tell me that based on our age difference, you are very proud. I'm talking out of word of wisdom. And I will look at the subject matter and say whether age matters in that subject matter or not.
Yeah.
And then we both validate it. Okay, yeah, based on age, you are spending more age. So maybe you can tell me about biology of aging. Yeah.
I don't like you.
But I've been in business before you. The fact that you are 195 and I'm hiring you to be my whatever, you don't tell me what to do. Well, you go and conclude I'm proud. That's a problem. So I think it takes somebody with low self-esteem to be believing that somebody else is proud or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. You can't. And most of the kids I always say I'm proud, they don't have anything. They don't have anything.
Who offended?
I'm just being realistic. They don't have anything to say no that somebody is proud. You don't even have the metrics to know that somebody is proud. Show me your dashboard that show you the data that I'm proud. This is what they call pride. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have talked a lot today. We have explored different angles.
Yeah.
And I think with all of this conversation, we have learned that you need to be filled with the Holy Spirit so that you can feel yourself.
Receive it.
You shall
Receive it.
I will give you the Holy Spirit and it shall
Take
teach you all things.
Take
so
it.
that it will teach you how to be self-aware.
Take it.
Enough of your words.
Know it.
And another thing I will tell you that don't let your self-worth be branded in woo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Woo. There's woo everything. There's a woo plan. There's woo. People want to manifest money. I was asking one girl the other day that what's her plan for weight, and she has no idea. I said, well, how do you plan to make money? She said, I just need somebody to help me. I said, no, that's what I'm asking you. That's not what I'm asking you. I'm not asking you so that I can be your boyfriend because you're already projecting I want to be your boyfriend. That's why I'm asking you that question. No.
Everybody that we
Do you see this thing? Do you see that thing? Like,
him.
because I'm asking you that, how do you plan to make money? You think I'm trying to flash.
That want to even date you.
You think, imagine.
Hey,
You think I'm trying to flash?
date?
Do you get the point? You think I'm trying to flash money on your face? Do you know? That's how most guys be like, I can make you rich. That kind of mindset. I can.
Oh.
No, that's not me. I'm not ready to do giveaway. Sorry. So, when you know your work like that, you ground it in a proper understanding of yourself, of where you are going, of who you are.
Honesty.
In true honesty, in the fact that you are born of flesh and you have won the race. You are here.
Yes.
And then you can ground it forward from there. You can build it. That's the ground. That's the flow of conversation. Yeah. And then you can build it up from there from every other thing that you try to do with your life, with your discipline, with your character, with how much you have changed, with how much you have developed, the things you have been through.
Yeah.
The therapy sessions you have been through,
it's God that
the heartbreaks, the breakfast you have chopped.
I've never chopped it.
Zion, why are you lying?
Okay, maybe once or twice.
Twice.
No, 3 times.
3 times. Then later, we still count 17
God,
times now. Is this where this girl is going?
Aye.
So, that's where I will leave it
It
today.
is where.
Ladies and gentlemen, go and work on yourself. Go and work. We will still talk about it in the coming episode. We still try to give you more resources.
Yeah.
And if you have anything you want to ask about how to improve yourself, please come to my DM. I'm always open. Reach out to me. I can give you resources, books, that you can read that will help you.
Yeah, books also help you boost your self-worth.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. I read one book that changed my life. I had to talk to anyone, anywhere, anyhow.
I read it.
You read it too?
Yes. I read that book.
I love
I read that
I
book.
love the book. It's one of my early book in self-development.
I read
love
that
the
book.
I have to talk to anyone, anywhere. It's very important, So that's it from my hand.
Yeah, I think I'll just say this because from my own end,
and more importantly, editor, bring the image of the book on the screen. The Apomanic Age. You need to read that book too. I will recommend it for you. Apomanic Age. Yeah, the Apomanic Age.
Send it to me.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Don't forget.
It's teach you about energy, how to have high energy.
Yes, you need this.
You need the energy. It's
so that somebody
that's some of the
energy
some of the
will
things they call
overwhelm you.
fake it till you make it. It's not
For
fake it till you make it. Like
it's not even
you project. If you project the right energy, you move it.
Yes.
You see that she said I have this energy where
Yes.
I just channel you forward. I don't.
Self-esteem people cannot do anything around you. For real, they would actually be repelled and leave.
When you increase your energy level,
Yes. That's why I said
really
reading does it a lot. If you read a lot of books, it increases your energy level.
That's true. Because you have a lot to talk about now.
Yes.
You have more to talk about.
Yes.
You have conversation in your head.
Yes.
That's true. Very important.
So I think I'll end it from my end here that you are deserving of every good thing. So don't just shortchange yourself. Know yourself. Scripture says, man, know thyself. So when you know yourself and you know what Christ has done for you, you can demand from life the best things. And you can also push yourself to be a better version of yourself. Because really, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, and it has not come to the heart of man the things that God has prepared for you. Yeah. So when you know what God has prepared for you. Amen. Somebody, glory.
Imagine as my age, I'm a law student. That's it. Many people are telling me I'm too old for it.
Let's leave it. No, you're not too old, but let's leave it like that.
I'm telling them, who are you? Very soon you see me in 500 level.
Yes, actually.
So, I'll see you in the next video. Share, like, subscribe to the channel because you have been watching and noticed you have not subscribed. Subscribe.
Bye.
Subscribe. subscribe. Later. Bye bye. Love you.